Okay, we finally made it, ladies and gentlemen. We are in eastern Montana, left out of Atlanta about 2 a.m. this morning. It's been a long day of travel, but we're finally into the spot where we've been hunting the past couple years. We got some unfinished business for Chase to take care of, so we're gonna ride into camp, keep our eyes peeled, hoping to see birds, hopefully hear some tonight at camp, so we'll just see what happens. We got tomorrow to scout, openers on Monday morning, so yeah, it's go time. We're gonna look for some birds. Fully fanned. He's out there strutting with the binoculars. See that black blob through the trees in the gap?
Go ahead, Chris. You're good, buddy.
Chris. Alright, so we're in here, camp's right up the road. There's birds gobbling back here. We've got another pin on a gobbler that we saw on the way in here. He was just absolutely hammering. There's another strutter out with 2 hens that we saw on some private. So needless to say, I mean, there's birds here. I mean, we're gonna be in the mix. It's just gonna be a matter of, you know, making the right move and saying the right thing. And I mean, they seem like they're pretty fired up. The weather's just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, we might get some snow and some weather later on this week, but as of right now, obviously it can change on a dime, but it's just gorgeous out here. Not a lick of wind. Those birds must be gobbling, I don't know, 600, 700, 800 yards away. I mean, he's not super close, but he's close enough for us to hear him gobbling, but it's because it's still out right now, so I mean, all very good signs. So very, very pleased with what we see, and we got high hopes. So that's all I have for now. We'll see y'all in the morning, a whole day to scout tomorrow, and then we should be all over them come Monday morning. So all right, well, we're out here scouting. Had some birds gobbling last night. We're in that same general area. We're just staying up high in elevation, kind of glassing around. Not trying to push any birds out, just kind of trying to take some inventory and see what's going on. So we're just going to keep covering ground and keep our eyes peeled and see if we can turn a few up. As y'all can see, we just found a nice group of birds just over this ridge. We just dropped off the backside. We got pins marked on them. It didn't look like they were really going anywhere. They were just kind of hanging out. Couple gobblers, couple jakes, couple hens. So, you know, we're gonna mark that spot, go grab some lunch, do a little more scouting. We're gonna come back and check them before dark and see if we can find out where they're roosting. So, that's the plan. All in all, today, great day. Saw a lot of birds. I feel like we've got a core area nailed down. We got back in this afternoon and put eyes on a couple birds. Tried to get to a different vantage point, and we lost track of them. We still saw a couple hens and a couple jakes, but these birds have got to be somewhere right here in this area. They've been there all day, since when we got here this morning until just a couple hours ago. And of course they start heading off to roost. So sun's setting, we're up high in elevation. I mean, I would expect to hear turkeys gobbling in several directions tonight. Ideally, the way these birds have been vocal, we should have some gobbling tonight. So fingers crossed. There's more across from it.
So initially we had slipped in just before daylight, maybe 30 minutes, 45 minutes before daylight on these toms. As you heard in the video, you know, right when daybreak happened, they were hammering, just gobbling off the roost. We felt like we had them pinpointed exactly where they were at. We had pins dropped. There was an ag field to our left, and unfortunately we didn't know exactly how they'd come off the top of this ridge. We eased our way in and walked basically the base of this ridge line all the way around until we felt like, well, maybe we were getting a little too close. We ended up being about 80 yards away from them. As soon as the first bird pitched down, they just kept coming. Well, we worked that one tom in to the call. He went full strut. He was gobbling. Seemed like he loved it, but just never closed the distance. Ended up, you know, leaving us. I think a lot of it had to do with the visual. We didn't have any decoys or anything like that, so all we had was calling. He made it close enough to where he should be able to see the hen that was making the noise, and he couldn't. So unfortunately, we just couldn't close the deal on this bird, so we ended up moving to an opposite side of the National Forest where we had luck the previous year. Actually in the same exact spot where I had my unfortunate encounter with a tom at roughly 4 yards, just kind of glassing up on top of a ridge. Ended up hearing a gobble, you know, way off. I mean, you know, 100 yards away, 200 yards away. Just started walking, and you'll see in the clip where we finally harvest the bird, we didn't have a lot of time to talk or do anything because we walked roughly 200 yards, came up over the top of a ridge, and we saw a glowing red head. Shane and I hit the ground, and he started calling, working this bird in. Luckily, he didn't have any hens with him, so he came straight into the call, and we couldn't have played it any better. He made it to about 35 yards, and we'll go ahead and roll the clip. You can see what happened after the shot.
That's a good bird.
Thank you again for everyone who's made it to this point of the video. Of course, we always enjoy, you know, everyone who gets to watch these awesome hunts take place. We had some awesome friends out there, a couple guys that lived in Montana, me, Shane, Chris. We do not live in Montana, so it was an awesome experience getting to fly in, camp out in the mountains. You know, unfortunately, after we harvested the bird, we had one bar left on our battery. We were filming some B-roll, and all of our cameras, all of our batteries ended up dying just because we did camp in the mountains. We were in one-man cocoon tents and didn't have any chargers. So I appreciate again everyone getting, you know, making it to this point in the video, getting to see this hunt. I hope you've enjoyed it, and there's a lot more to come. So feel free to subscribe and follow us on Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe on YouTube. Check out our website, thefoxandthepointeroutdoors.com. And thanks again to MIL-TEC for providing the awesome camo that they've given us through Phantom Leaf. And we're super excited to continue traveling, continuing to hunt, and seeing you know, what this upcoming deer season has in store for us. So thanks again.